Hello everybody, my name is Neru and today for my podcast I'll be discussing about racial discrimination. Hopefully by the end of my podcast my message can inspire you guys to help speak against it. But before I jump into it, let me tell you a bit about myself. I'm 12 years old, I live with my auntie and uncle, and my mum. I have two sisters, a lot, but I mainly have two that I live with. I have three great friends at school that I mainly hang out with, and my hobbies mainly include writing, video games, and yeah. Within my podcast, I'm going to be discussing about the following topics: facts, the future, some history, and what's it like to be an upstander or bystander. Before I begin, let me explain what racism is. It's basically the belief that one's race is superior to others because characteristics, qualities of that specific race, or just not accepting others because of what they look like. This isn't all racism is, though. It's also making jokes, offhanded comments, or not including others in such situations. Let's begin. Facts. Did you know that African Americans in America make up 57% of people in state prisons for drug offenses? When I first read this, I was shocked how 57% are African Americans. Some people don't accept other people from different places. Like I said before, they just accept the people because where they're from or what they look like. I'm just looking for a day people can accept other people into their homes because of the content of the character. And I know a lot of you are too. Now, I know some people in this world aren't overt racist. It's sometimes the things we say and do, but this is terrible. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is everyone should be treated the same. Everybody knows that everyone should be treated the same. We're all the same person on the inside. We're all the same color underneath. It's not fair that people in this world have to live through the same acts every day. It's horrible. Sorry if I sound like I'm giving a speech, but it's true. Anyways, we are on to the future. If some of you out there are confused about the future, I'm basically saying the consequences it has in the future, like what will happen if we don't stop it. Before I begin, I'm just saying these things because I think this might happen in the future. I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, here we go. If none of us stop racism, I'm actually scared of what might happen towards the future. There might be an ongoing war about it. There might be explosions happening day and night if we, the world, do not stop this. Like I said, this world might end. And it's not just racism, it's other types of discrimination too. But again, racism is probably the most likely thing to start a war. We all know how terrible that would be. That's why we stop. My idea is to stop it, just stop it. Stop making jokes, stop being unfair, include everyone and everything. I just wanted to stop, but it still exists. History. I did say some history, so there won't be that much information. Now, this information might not be a concern to you, but I hope this summarizes it for you clearly. Racism is seen throughout history since the beginning of the written word. There has been examples of racism in the whole entire world. Greek philosopher Aristotle discussed slavery and said the Greeks were barbarians and as such were no importance to society. Many wars have been started / continue due to racist beliefs, intolerance, and prejudices. That's all I have about mystery. Thank you. And finally, upstander or versus bystander. This is it. A lot of people actually don't know about the upstander or bystander effect. This is actually a pretty important role to act them. Let's start with bystander. A bystander is someone who witnesses discrimination acts or bullying acts but does not get involved. They may not be actively involved in the acts, but they make no effort to stop it. Bystander effects usually occurs when there is a large group of people. An upstander is someone that knows what's happening is wrong and does something to make it right or stop. It takes a lot of courage to be an upstander, especially when there are groups of people involved. We all know how hard it is to speak against your friends and family. Now, I haven't personally been involved with these, nor have I been participating in these events. But to be honest, I haven't showed much of being an upstander. When people are in fights or in arguments, I make no attempt to stop it. This ends with me being in trouble or me just feeling like a terrible role model. I'm sorry, everyone. Enough thought. I am coming to the end of my podcast. I hope I have highlighted you some important messages about racism. I know this may seem like a speech, but of course it has, but I really hope you understand what I'm saying. Racism is, of course, the thing that shouldn't be mentioned in this world. Everybody should be treated the same. Imagine if you're from a different race and you're kicked out of a bus. That's disgusting. Anyways, I really hope you're understanding the text of this podcast and without any more talk. Good night.